Hey everybody, and welcome to Blue Blade's Christmas Cinema. This is episode 6, and for today's episode, we're doing a bit of a switch up. See, I've been talking about individual movies and Christmas specials, but now we're going to talk about Christmas episodes of certain TV shows. Now, I'm mainly going to be talking about cartoons, whether it be kids' shows or adult cartoons. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be from an animated cartoon. There will be 3 episodes in total. Day 6, which is today, Day 12, and Day 18 will all feature different TV shows and just this type of format. For each episode, we'll talk about 4 specific TV shows, and I might talk about several episodes. I don't know, but let's get started. So first, we're going to talk about Spongebob.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants.
Now, Spongebob has several Christmas episodes, but the 2 that I remember the most are Christmas Who, which was the very first Christmas special from 2000, and the other one was It's a SpongeBob Christmas, the stop-motion animated special that premiered in Season 8. Now, Spongebob is one of my favorite animated cartoons just ever. I, of course, rewatched these episodes for the series, and I gotta say, I really enjoy Christmas Who. It's a really funny episode. It's about how Christmas came to Bikini Bottom, with SpongeBob discovering Christmas from Sandy and trying to spread Christmas joy to everyone. But there's one person in Bikini Bottom that doesn't like Christmas at all, and, well, who do you think it is? It's Squidward.
What's your wish?
My wish is that the people of Bikini Bottom will stop paying any attention to the inane dribble that is constantly streaming out of this dunderhead's mouth.
Gee, Squidward, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
Squidward doesn't believe in Santa Claus. He thinks everyone in Bikini Bottom is an idiot, more than he normally does. He's just the total bah humbug of the season. And after Santa doesn't come and SpongeBob's absolutely upset but still gives him the present because he didn't want him to feel left out, Squidward is overcome with sadness, the best he can, and decides to pay back SpongeBob by dressing up as Santa Claus. It's a really funny scene, and it's nice to see Squidward do this. It's also funny at the end when Squidward actually receives a letter from the real Santa, and we see him fly off in his sleigh, and then it cuts to a live-action Santa. That's one other thing, actually. There's a lot of live-action sequences, particularly involving Patchy the Pirate and his little parrot. It's a SpongeBob Christmas is one that I saw years and years ago, but I gotta say, I like Christmas Who more, but I still like this one. Everyone is preparing for Santa to come and give them presents, but Plankton is not excited because he knows he's going to get a stocking full of coal. So he creates this machine to make everyone a jerk in Bikini Bottom so that he'll be the nicest person in Bikini Bottom and he'll get what he wants, the secret Krabby Patty formula. It's a SpongeBob Christmas I do think is a good episode. I really like the stop motion. Of course, I said before, I'm a sucker for stop motion. And the musicals are pretty good. And if I remember correctly, I think this is the episode where Patrick sings that song about wanting to trap Santa in a box and make him change all the clocks.
I will trap Santa in my box, locked up like Fort Knox, and make him stop the clocks. And we'll have Christmas all year long.
There are several other SpongeBob Christmas episodes, but those are my personal favorites. Now, the next show, Bob's Burgers. So Bob's Burgers has several episodes, but I'm really going to be talking about the 2-part episode, The Bleakening. Linda Belcher has this dream about throwing the Christmas of her dreams, as she says in a very, very good song, actually. They have the party in the restaurant, and she even cuts down a piece of their Christmas tree so she can put it down there. They have this big party, everyone comes and goes, and then eventually as they're cleaning up, Linda discovers that the tree is gone. Thinking that it was stolen by one of the guests at the party, they go around looking for everyone. At the same time, the kids go on their own little side quest to find this creature called the Bleakening, which they believe stole the Christmas tree. It's a neat 2-parter. If you like musicals, I definitely think you'll like both of them. Bob's Burgers songs actually are pretty good and are honestly kind of funny, especially when Bob sings. Like, that always cracks me up. The 2 of these episodes together are easily my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas in the Car. The 2-Day Nightmare Before Christmas, or whatever that one's called, where they go to Mr. Fishoder's house. I like that one a lot, although not as much as the Bleakening episodes. And I don't really remember most of the other ones. It's hard to keep track of all those episodes unless you watch them like 100 times each. It's just a lot. So we talked about Bob's Burgers, an adult cartoon. Now let's talk about another adult cartoon. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
My name is Shake Sula, the mic ruler, the old schooler. You want a trick? I'll bring it to you.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force, aka Aqua Unit Patrol Squad, aka Aqua Something You Know Whatever, aka Aqua TV Show, aka Aqua Teen Forever. There's just so many goddamn names for this thing. It's absolutely amazing. Aqua Teen is the dumbest show I've ever seen, and I absolutely love it. Aqua Teen has 3 Christmas episodes. The first episode is Mail Order Bride, which follows Master Shake and Carl as they order a mail order bride from Russia. She's absolutely horrified by the two of them, just disgusted in every single way you can think of. She barricades herself in Carl's house. They try to get in, to no avail, and in the end, they both end up marrying her through a door. This episode also shows Frylock and Meatwad as they attempt to really get into the Christmas spirit. This is actually one of my favorite Aqua Teen episodes in general, and it's honestly just really funny. Aqua Teen's humor is really dumb, but honestly, I like dumb humor, so I love it. This episode also tells us Carl's last name, and it also gives us the famous "it don't matter, none of this matter" moment.
It's Smith again, it don't matter. None of this matters.
The second Aqua Teen Christmas episode is Cybernetic Ghost of Christmas Past from the Future. To quote Cinemassacre, it's stupidly brilliant. This episode is the debut of one of my favorite characters, that being the Cybernetic Ghost of Christmas Past from the Future. He's a big robot chicken. No, not that one. He comes to Carl's house and tells Carl about his experience of Christmas in 1968 and how frickin' awful it was.
Come on, you're late!
He then fills Carl's pool with elf blood, and then he tells Carl and all the Aqua Teens the story of Christmas. And this is the best part of the entire episode. It's this very long, drawn-out story about how Santa was this big red ape, the elves came from a different planet, Santa enslaved them, he made all these toys out of dino bones and crap, and he threw them at predators and apes with crinkled hands and all this stuff, and how he built his workshop on some grounds, and his workshop eventually became Carl's house. It doesn't make a lot of sense. In the end, he says Carl can have the curse lifted if he gives himself to the Great Red Ape in a sexual way. Carl's like, hell no, and decides to leave and sells his house to Danzig. Yes, Danzig, the singer, who actually voices himself in this episode too.
I line this thing with gargoyles for the sacrifices.
What's your name again?
Danzig.
And then the final episode is A P.E. Christmas, where Shake and Meatwad make a Christmas album. It's not a good Christmas album at all. It's honestly really trash. The only song that's kinda good is Meatwad's version of Silent Night, which in the episode is drowned out by Shake, who has explosive diarrhea. Fun fact, you can actually hear the entire Christmas album that they did on Have Yourself a Very Meaty Christmas. Honestly, all 3 of these episodes are really good, really funny. If you like dumb humor, you'll like Aqua Teen, and honestly, they're great. And the final Christmas episode of a TV show we're going to look at for this episode is from, well, the Boondocks.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright.
Boondocks is honestly one of the funniest adult cartoons I've ever seen. It's just hilarious. I definitely recommend watching it. But anyways, let's talk about the very first Christmas episode, A Huey Freeman Christmas. In this episode, Huey is given full control over his elementary school's Christmas play and wants to do this whole thing of Jesus and all and make it accurate. But the school isn't like that because they say Jesus cannot be black. Huey goes all out for this though, even recruiting Quincy Jones to help him. Fun fact, Quincy Jones also voices himself in this episode.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How do you know Huey?
Oh, me and Huey go way back. And by the way, I hope you're not going to be getting strange with the change on the music budget.
On the other hand, you got Riley Freeman, who goes and attacks a mall Santa. That's literally all he's doing for this episode, and it's hilarious. Uncle Ruckus even steps in as an elf and tries to save him. Both plots are honestly really funny. It's absolutely amazing, and just the writing in Boondocks is also really clever. I absolutely love how it satires several things. I definitely recommend watching this episode. It's very funny.
Now, I know y'all think old Santa Claus look a little bit darker than he used to, ho-ho! But see, that's just cause Santa Claus got a little bit of revitiligo. See, that's the opposite of what Michael Jackson got.
And that was episode 6 of Blue Blade's Christmas Cinema. Hope you enjoyed this one. We covered SpongeBob, Bob's Burgers, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and Boondocks. What a collection. Next episode's going to be like all the others. We're going to do just a regular Christmas movie. It won't be until episode 12 where we do something like this again. So, with that being said, Blue Blade Studios signing off once again.